Poďme sa na to pozrieť. Budeme to musieť otestovať, či to ide. Namaxujeme ten dunk. Potom pôjdeme na nejaké tie štýly. Pomaličky sa dostávať do toho fachu. Toto bude zasekané ako hovno, ešte otestujeme zvukovú stopu. Poďme sa na to pozrieť. Otestovať, či to ide. Namaxujeme štýly. A vyzerá to, že to ide, zvuk je v poriadku. Ale máš čakať ďalej. Hornac. Ako na čo to pozerám? Každého sme mohli poraziť. Každého sme mohli poraziť, na čo to pozerám. Koľko mám prejema štýlov? 4 štýly na zápas, to solidná. Táto sekanica nie je dobrá vec. Ja si zdá, že hneď túto, keď sa otočím niekde, majú byť. Tam som hľadal. Nedáva zmysel, túto neseká. A pritom tu je tiež veľa pičusov, ešte to je svoje basketbalové kokotiny, hej. A tamto z nejakého neznámeho dôvodu seká. Toto seká jak telo. Nedáva to zmysel. Aj, to sa nejako odseká. Ešte teraz to nesekáš tak. A neviem, či je rozdiel medzi sekaním a sekaním. A tentokrát to sekalo niečo menej, nie? Nič, no nemá zmysel. To nejako spravíme s osekaním tu, ne? Spravíme? Nespravíme. To je silná káva. Ako vždy, keď dostane do peniaze, tak je to veľký problém kvôli tomuto sekaniu. Keď si zoberiem, koľko to strácam času, ale kvôli tomu to seká ako vydrbané, tak ten masochizmus. Čo to je za bičnú hudbu? Dá mi kvôli tomu demoty? demotivuje ma to kvôli tomu? Snad nie. Prenočno vystavím ten segment. Takže Dunk je namaxovaný.
CT and Danny in the studio. CT, welcome.
Dunk je namaxovaný, layup je namaxovaný.
Hey, a real treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
So the Hornets starting five. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. Kelly Oubre out there with Ball. And it's Williams in at the five. And from where we sit, Rookie of the Year is MP's to lose. He's the definitive favorite at this point.
Well, the body of work he's put together speaks for itself. Fantastic start to his career, and he has silenced his doubters all season long.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
To the inside, here's Little General. That one rolls around and rims out.
Fucking hell.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Ball no good.
I think the first thing that strikes you when you watch LaMelo Ball is the flair and the vision he has for passing the basketball. So much so guys consider the second youngest star to ever hit 700 career assists. The first, LeBron James.
Personal foul. That's good from Williamson. It's been so impressive how quickly LaMelo Ball has adapted to NBA play doors.
Well, from the outset, BA, he has looked like he has belonged. This guy distinguished himself amongst his class of rookies. And consider now, it's really about refining point guard skills, continuing to be consistent as a perimeter shooter. Point guard position has a lot of responsibility.
Down low, here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
Shot's good by the Little General.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Yeah, this is one thing about Kelly Oubre. I know he's thin, but there's a wiry strength to him. He's able to take the hit and complete it.
Now here's McCollum. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Little General. Valanciunas passes to McCollum. 5 on the clock. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night.
That's a shot he'd like back.
He's
usually going to make those.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The three is up. Valanciunas with a rebound. The Pelicans trail.
Guys, when the conversation is about the Charlotte Hornets, obviously there is a figure that looms large, and that's the majority owner, Michael Jordan, the man who has 6 NBA titles, the man who many consider the greatest player to ever play the game.
McCollum's shot is off. The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Shoots off the step back. Hayward's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. To the middle. The Hornets pull it in. Since MJ took over as owner of the Hornets in 2010, he's tried to keep them competitive.
Unlike when MJ was a player in a
brutálne kokocký zápas, lebo tí
like
kokoti to zobrali do vlastných rúk a
it's a
tak
bigger
vyzerá.
challenge to attract marquee
veľkú
talent.
piču to
But I would
vyzerá.
say this, they've got some exciting young talent.
Neprehrávajú
You
mi.
begin with LaMelo Ball, certainly potential there to build on.
And a new group getting ready for the Pelicans. Nance, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Murphy comes in for Zion Williamson. Richardson's checked in for Ingram. And it's Jones in for McCollum. A big group
Čo
substitution here
robíte
for
do
Charlotte.
piče? Seriózne
Checked in
sa vás
for
pýtam, tí
Washington.
kokoti, čo
And for
robíte?
Hayward. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Oubre. And it's Smith in for LaMelo Ball. Here's Little General. Last game out, he had 40. Outside Jones. To the paint. Here's Little General. Banked it in off the glass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Smith finds Martin. Back to Smith. With the 10-footer. It's good.
Well, Dennis continues to work on that jump shot, but boy, looking fluid right there.
Pass to Nance. On the wing, Jones. Inside. It's stolen by Green.
Neskutočne ma to nebaví s vami, kokotky. Neuveriteľne ma to nebaví, do piče. Neuveriteľne ma to nebaví. Si jak kokoty, do piče, jak kokoty. Neprihrávate loptu. Hýbete sa jak kokoty po tej ploche.
The Hornets with the lead. This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Kelly Oubre out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Gordon Hayward. And it's Washington in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Znova,
He's
skoro
clearly
mi
not
do piče.
satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack, it would not be denied.
To je v piči, čo je toto za zápas kokota?
So it's the Hornets now. They lead by 6.
Čo je
That's
toto
their
za
biggest
zápas
margin.
kokota, do
After this
piče?
one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road.
But one thing you know you'll always get with Valanciunas, he's going to rebound. Offense, defense, no matter what, he's attacking the glass.
Ooh, poked away. To the middle. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Here's Charlotte, and with his size and reach, Valanciunas is a monster on the boards, Greg.
That is true. I mean, impossible to move in the paint. He gets a wide base and just vacuums missed shots. And his great touch allows him to rack up second chance points as well.
6 on the shot clock. Williamson against Hayward. Williams grabs the board. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Little General. He got a piece of it.
That's unparalleled.
Však to zoberte do piče! Čo je s nimi? Čo je s týmito kokotmi?
He's checked in for Charlotte. Off the inbound. Shot's good by the Little General. Give him 8 points now.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Thanks. Little General in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He contributed 40 points, and at the other end of the floor, he's a thief. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of the score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. You can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Williams is checked in for Charlotte.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Pass to McCollum. Now here's Valanciunas. Here's Little General. Oh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Ball passes to Oubre. And here's Washington. And there's 1:38 left in the second. Williams with it. Oubre on the wing. Over Ingram. doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them. Almost converts despite the contact.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
New Orleans making some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Zion Williams, and it's Murphy in for Ingram. And so he hits both. 1:02 left to play in the second quarter. Smith passes to Green. From 13 feet, down it goes. Green's gotten his first basket of the night.
And this is what they're asking for from Dennis Smith Jr. Keep your eyes up and be ready to make a play for your teammates.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
The Hornets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Nance outside.
Nice cross to
Pass to Little General. Back to McCollum. Here's Little General. Tries a 10-footer. Now in Junis. Boy, hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Really?
From deep. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans ending the quarter up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense.
19.
Really?
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Well, New Orleans shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Ingram and Zion, the former Dukies, in it forward. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Little General in it to 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
We'd love to see Zion develop his passing game even more, but credit to
Nabbing another steal.
the steals don't end with him, and now he has a good look at the season record.
The instincts and tenacity he's shown on the defensive end all year is awe-inspiring. We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
The 3 from Ball. Pelicans cleared away. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Ingram. To the inside. Here's Little General. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got his 3rd assist of the night.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Ball outside. No good off the back of the rim. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Ball passes to Hayward. Outside Oubre. Back to Williams. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Good on the shot. He's got 26.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Really, Zion? Really?
And there's a 3-second violation.
Really, Zion, you fucking retard.
And a change for the Hornets. Caldwell Pope's checked
Čo
in.
spravil ten kokot? Prečo nestrelal z toho
There's
pejtu?
just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your
Je
coach
úplne
nuts.
zhasnutý v mozgu.
Rotation, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
The Pelicans.
On je zhasnutý ten Williamson do piče. Mu mozog vydrbal. Mu nahnil. Spičil mu mozog. Úplne mu zhasol. Tomu kokotovi.
For Charlotte. Smith comes in.
Úplne tomu kokotovi zhasol mozog.
And
Seriózne?
that one misses.
And we know that when Dennis Smith Jr. is playing to his strengths, this guy is an effective player. The key for him moving forward is he's got to find a way to be consistent.
To the paint. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Smith against Jones. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Pulls up on the wing. Nance pulls down the board. Nance has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Murphy. Here's Little General. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
To neuvěřitelné. To je absolutně neuvěřitelné.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision making at every position.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game to the Hornets, P.J. Washington out there with Cody Martin. Then there's Dennis Smith. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Williams in at the 5 spot. Back to Martin. Shot clock at 6. Over Ingram. And they recover it. The ball, yet another steal from him.
His march toward history continues with that steal.
And now he's tied for the most steals of the season. You can't begin to describe his impact on defense.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
He swipes the ball away again.
And remember that steal, folks. History has been made.
Now stands #1 all time for most steals in a season. A sensational year. Here's Smith. Here's Little General, covered by Smith. Lays it up and banks it in.
Steal machine! Steal galore!
Guys, what do you think about
Steal
the hustle
mojo.
stats for New Orleans?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And the cheers of his hometown crowd bouncing from the rafters. Oh, so incredible.
Well, they understand how special he's been. The steals totals all season making news around the league.
Boy, I'm not sure I've ever seen anyone quicker to the basketball. It's part anticipation, part physical ability. What he's done this season is beyond compare.
Zion Williamson has checked in for Murphy. And the Hornets making a change here as well. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Smith. Back to Ball. The three ball. Hits a three-pointer.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Shot's good by the little general.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
For Charlotte, they've got just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Little General, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Where's the Steel Master, boys?
McCollum against Oubre. Martin outside. Clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. Well, since Commissioner Silver took over. Grant, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
Ball no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Williamson. Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Shot's good by the Little General.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
That's tipped. Pass to Ball. Left side Williams. Back to Ball. Off the left rim and out. And here are the Pelicans now. They're on a 16-3 run.
We know CJ can score it with the passing component of his game. I mean, McCollum's really upgraded it.
A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter, nabbing another steal.
He has been an absolute thief on the floor. Another steal.
And by the way, that swipe puts him tied for second all time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort for him.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pelicans.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. They're playing.
He swipes the ball away again.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
He is so fast. He gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye, and the steal numbers are unreal.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some. Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Williamson is doubled. Valanciunas passes to Ingram. Pass to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
24 seconds left in the game. Ball passes to Oubre. Hayward with it. Washington with the ball. Covered by Williamson. Down low to stop the run. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, Oubre has the kind of athleticism that makes that an easy play.
Inside. Here's Little General. Good! That's another bucket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Yet another steal from him.
A defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. He's actually tied the record for most steals in a game. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA.
Ovo je páni, dobro.
So long, everybody.
Da smo rekordni počet stilom za sezonu. 14 stilov, 4 asisti, 50 bodíkov. Toto je tremendous deal. Čo poviete na 2700? 4 iniciatívy. Win game, free down games, flash assists. Well, whatever. My sme nedali moc do metéru. Ale úplne som zabudol na jednu vec. Doncic má 37,7 bodov na zápas. What a beast. A rebound jak svin na ten pitches. Posledné 3 boli naše. Ako sme na tom? 38 bodíkov. Niečo sme si vylepšili. Zabudol som namaxovať tú vec. Konzistencia ofenzívna 76. A zabudli sme nejaké veci šmyknúť. Takže topli sme nejaké veci. Topli sme rekord na stíly. Daj sa mi. V stílovacím procese. To trošku odsypať s tými stýlmi. To je veľmi dobré. Ako nakoniec sme dali 50 bodov. Čo zaujímavé. No, ideme dať štýl na 90-ku. Ako popravde ideme dať štýl na 95-ku, ideme to namaxovať ten štýl. Štýl je najkľúčovejšia vec. Štýl je masívny kľúč, takže ideme to namaxovať. Tuto som tie badges zabudol rozdeliť. Tuto má byť posterizer, má byť posledný bod. Tu sme namaxovaní. 3 finisher, 3 slater, 1 posterizer, 1 limitless takeoff. 1 posterizer. Takto to má byť. Lepšie to nebude. Tento akrobat je úplne k hovnu. Ale všetko mi je k hovnu tu už. Mesher sa možno využije, čo ja viem. Pochybám. Ťažko povedať. Tam potom veľa bodov. Tento hyperdrive sa aktivuje niekedy? Tento hyperdrive sa aktivuje niekedy? Asi je. Toto je malo byť oveľa lepšie. Dobre. Defenzíva nemáme kandidát badge, ale máme styl a na tom sa už pracuje. Potom zvýšiť perimeter defenzívu, by som mal mať pick dodge a tieto veci. A teraz treba dať styl. 95. Koľko vám to bude stáť? 21 000. Dobre, koľko potrebujem na tie beče? Na Peak Dodge. Dobre, tak to dáme na 64 najprv. My sme mali Peak Dodge. Dobre, takže teraz sme perimetrovú defenzívu. 73 zápasov som mal. Ešte 9 zápasov. Dám teraz ide ťažký zápas, Clippery. Sú jedni zo silnejších, ale tam není a náhodou ten čo blokuje všetko a hovno.
Alright, we're on to our first random button. We're going 3, 2, 1.
Nič, ideme perimetrovú defenzívu.
Well, Greg, we're in the final stages of the regular season. For teams that are on the outside looking in, what are these final games like?
You have to continue to play hard because GMs are watching these games, seeing who packs it in and who continues to grind. So your future is at stake.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Cullen is out there with Little General, and it's Valanciunas in at the center. Now Williamson, after Westbrook's missed three, a nice shot by Little General. And a big announcement for MP. What an honor. He'll be on the cover of NBA 2K24 when it comes out next fall.
And I believe MP is one of many NBA players who plays the game almost all the time. As thrilled as 2K is, MP might be even happier about the news.
Here's Little General. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Now, here is George. His last outing, 16 points for him. Westbrook finds George. Off target from outside. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked, but the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
That one drops for him.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Hornets. Pass to Little General. Tries again, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul. Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Outside Leonard. The pass to Covington. He kicks it to George. Takes a three. Not going to go that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Now, here is George. After the miss from Little General. Basket counts. George has got his second basket of the game.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Leonard. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. And he thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Great, David. Thanks. We'll see if they can execute, create some good looks early, and then great capital.
Yeah, this is also a good way to challenge your shooters. Get them mentally prepared for what's about to come.
I think more decent looks come from more floor spacing.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
Man gets the bucket.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Nance, and the Nance slams it in.
So pretty when Larry Nance Jr., even at his size, gets a chance to glide.
And now, let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
He's been a huge factor in this game, and drives like that show how valuable he is on the floor. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
You can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
Leonard hits them both. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Right side, Jones. Passes it to Valanciunas. To the paint. Here's Little General. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Highland. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Probably out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's man in at the 2. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Little General in the last game against Charlotte just was phenomenal. He tallied 50 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Pass to George. They need this. And the Clippers miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here's Highland, following the score by New Orleans.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And the Clippers call time here. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Both teams will make substitutions. Westbrook finds George. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Westbrook. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. The fadeaway. And too long on the shot.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
The other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Westbrook. 9 points last game.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Gordon the pass to Zubac. Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by the Pelicans. And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Now here's Gordon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Westbrook. The shot by George, wide open. The Clippers keep it alive. That one goes in. Westbrook's got 6.
Yeah, Russell, as we know for a guard, he's going in there hard for the rebound and then gets a second chance bucket.
For 3, Ingram. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Valanciunas has checked in for New Orleans. Tries to keep it alive. Pushing it up for the finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
A smart play, signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
Westbrook surveying the D.
What the fuck?
Zubac's the best to court. Looking for George. He gets it there.
What the fuck you done?
On the money from 12 feet away. George has got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, Paul George, too nice from that distance. Just gets up there with confidence and knocks that one down.
And the big catch by Leonard. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you.
Fuck.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from Little General in this one.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Little General out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Little General, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Outside Leonard. Back to Westbrook. He doesn't hit that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Albert Covington picks one up.
From a physical standpoint, you just can't match up with Williamson's power down low.
For New Orleans, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Mann's checked in for Los Angeles. Poked loose. Here's Little General, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Mann passes to Leonard. Here's George. 5 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. And again, no good by the Clippers. Here's Little General. A beautiful reverse layup. 26 points for Little General.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Outside Leonard. Down low. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pelicans leading by 23. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Highland misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Feeds it to Valanciunas. Plumlee with the steal. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. With some arc. The shot, no good. Good D by Williamson. Ingram outside. to the inside. Here's Little General. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Little General gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Pelican substitution. Larry Nance Jr., Trey Murphy, Josh Richardson.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles.
Third quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Highland. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Just 2 to shoot. Powell. Nance with the rebound. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Little General. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Highland's shot is good.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Count that one. 32 points for Little General.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Plumlee lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, for people who question some toughness and determination, Plumlee showing off that he can finish through contact and growing in both of those areas.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
51 seconds left to play here in the third. And Little General gets the whistle that time.
Number 24.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Clippers, Eric Gordon.
There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Powell against Richardson. Outside Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Good shooting reflexes there from Russell Westbrook. Barely needs the time to get that shot set up.
Nance finds Jones. Here's Little General. Nance with it. He's guarded by Plumlee. To the middle. Here's Little General. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
God
and
damn
the pressure
it,
he
man.
put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Here's Little General. He got it up. And it's in. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so it's New Orleans, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And so it's New Orleans with it. Back to McCollum, and there's the pass to Valanciunas. Inside, here's Little General, banked in off the glass. Little General's got 38 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
They've got Paul George, Robert Covington out there with Powell. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Little General the pass to Jones. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Passes it to Little General. Williamson trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Little General.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Basket good.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in mid. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Little General.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And Batum kicks to Gordon. Here's Highland. Shot clock at 6. And there it is for him.
Really?
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Som nemal žiadne fauly, ty kokos. Zaujímavé. Ako na to s endorsementami? 705 000. Má DoorDash. Potom... Nič. Na štvorku mi asi nestačí toto, čo? Stačí. Čo znamená... 65 perimetrovú defenzívu, potom môžeme ísť off the ball pesto na plný úväzok. Čiže solidná. A big dodger. Zavíjali 2, zavíjali 3, vyjali sme 5, 6. A Dončič vyjal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiež. S kým ideme teraz? Ideme náhodou zase proti Dončičovi. Proti Dončičovi už nejdeme zápas žiadny. Ideme proti Portlandu, ktorí sú tiež veľmi nepríjemní šmáci. Už máme pick dodge a tým pádom sa mi bude ľahšie.
Take full advantage of it.
Let's pretend that we're on a stream right now. I'm the audience, and you're talking like you talk normally, and you're talking about your opponent.
Okay.
So let's walk us through this.
Well, the first things with Danny is he's actually playing fast, and I like to play fast, but he's actually throwing me off right now because he's scoring off of it. So I gotta maybe slow the game up down just a little bit and see how.
And I think this is where the grind of the season really starts to add up, Smitty. How do you tough it out in the late season?
You gotta be resilient, BA. The season will do everything it can to wear you down. And it's on you not to let that happen.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. In it forward, it's Ingram and Williamson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Little General in at the point. And it's the Blazers with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. There's Simons with a three, gets the three ball to go.
You can tell Simons has this shot dialed in. He's a very accurate range shooter.
To the middle, here's Little General. That's good, and it's Williamson with the assist.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. I love the attack mentality in a close game.
Here's Little General. Last game out, he had 40. Outside Ingram. To the inside, Little General. And there's the slam! Dunk to finish it off.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide open teammate and feeds him.
And when Pelicans fans watch what Ingram has become, it takes the sting out of the Anthony Davis trade, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram has grown into a full-fledged star in New Orleans. I mean, he's a centerpiece for the franchise going forward. Now, looking back, it seems like it was a win-win trade for both teams.
From 12 feet, and he hits the jumper.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Outside Thibault. Back to Lillard. Pass to Graham. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's a nice physical play by Grant, pushing through the contact to get to his finish.
Here's Ingram, covered by Thibault. Here's Little General. Grant with a steal. Got a piece of it. Takes it inside. Shot's good by the Little General.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Lillard passes to Simons. And the Trailblazers call time here. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
Pass to Eubanks. Back to Simons. 6 to shoot. Doesn't go that time. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Rarely frazzled. They played with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Here's Simons, following the score by New Orleans. Grant finds Lillard.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes. Pelicans foul.
Watford's checked in for Eubanks.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Simons outside. Lets it go. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Jones. Shot's good by the Little General. 12 points for him.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Knocks it loose. Driving in. Pass to Jones. Here's Little General. Here's Murphy. He's covered by Grant. To the paint. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Lillard passes to Thibault. Back to Lillard. From 7 feet away, and it's Portland with another.
The playmaking skills of Lillard. Reads defenses so well and recognizes when they've left a teammate uncovered.
Little General dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. He gets it in there.
One of the signature moves of Dame, that deadly pull-up. No chance for the defender.
To the inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Portland trailing here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. So it's Portland now. Here's Watford. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Lillard right side. Thibault passes to Grant. 2 on the clock. And here's Simons outside. Little General with a rebound. Down low. Murphy. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
the New Orleans Pelicans, going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Back to the game after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
We've got Nasir Little, Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Drew Eubanks, and it's Winslow in at small forward. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Last season, we saw some shocking single-game performances, Smitty. Several stars had 45-plus point nights, or even well above that.
We are, BA, and I think because of a lot of the three-point shooting adds to a lot of buckets. It's a shooter's league right now. Prolific scores are rising to the top.
Thanks. Little General in the last game against the Clippers put on a show. He contributed 40 points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why. After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum are no longer teammates. C.J. sent to New Orleans.
The finish! Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Pass to Sharp. Back to Simons. Will it go? Sinks it from distance. Simons got 5 points now in the quarter. Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. But I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, BA. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and CJ.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Knocked away.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Simons. Ingram's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Sharp. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. For three, here's Lillard. Valanciunas with a rebound. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. And stolen by Connaughton. Grant outside. Back to Connaughton. Pass to Lillard. Here's Sharp. Now Grant, covered by Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Thybulle's checked in. Here's Lillard. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
It was so bad to see Damian Lillard, one of the most durable players of the past decade, to miss so much of the 2021-22 season.
That one drops for him. 24 points for him.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Timeout called. Portland. And for a player like Lillard, who never missed significant time, an injury like that can pose challenges, Smitty.
But he embraced it, BA. It was a time to step back, evaluate his game, and get his mind fresh. Sometimes a reset like that can make a great player like Dame even better.
Watford's checked in for Portland. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Lillard outside. Off target from outside. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Here's Ingram. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Connaughton passes to Lillard. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, BA. And Lillard, he just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Nance, he's checked in for New Orleans. Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum.
He's known for being clutch. When games are tight, Damian Lillard leans into the spotlight and knows how to deliver.
Counted good. Valanciunas has got 5 points now this quarter.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Connaughton passes to Thibault. We've got 1:23 left in the second period. Pass to Watford, 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Here's Little General. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. To the middle. And here's Thibault. Connaughton with the ball. Shot clock at 6. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Pelicans have gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter. Shots good by the Little General. He's got 26.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
That one's off.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
For the Trailblazers, Little's checked in for Grant. Winslow comes in for Thibault. And Simon is subbed in for Connaughton. Here's Little General. 26 points for him. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Here's Valanciunas. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
So as we conclude the first half.
Robí som dál. Vedel som, že ten pitch odbornej dostal ešte blízko na to. Damn.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So for the Pelicans right now, Ingram and Zion, the former Dukies, in it forward. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Little General in at the point guard position. Now here's Simons. Up and over McCollum. Here's Thibault. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Really? Prečo som nepríhal tomu, komu som chcel príhať?
Now here's Grant. And the shot goes in.
Grant's got
his second basket of the game.
Very high percentage look for Grant. Those kinds of plays just get you in rhythm and keep you there. Some players just need an opportunity to succeed. Take Anthony Simons. With increased playing time during the 2021-22 season, we saw him take off.
Pass to Little General. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The shot by Lillard, no good. Well, for Simons during the 21-22 season, Smitty, injuries opened the door.
And BA, not just any injuries. Portland was without Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum most of that season, and Simons filled the void. His scoring went up about 10 points per game.
That one goes in. Valanciunas has got 7.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. For 3, here's Lillard. Rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ingram, the pass to McCollum. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Like the way that Valanciunas worked his way to the line on that shot. Never let the defender get comfortable.
Trailblazers. Little comes in for Grant, and it's Connaughton in for Thibault.
At the line for 1.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Here's Little General. He's covered by Simons. Pass to Little General. And that one is stuffed right through.
You live for nights like this when it's all working and the rim looks so huge.
Here's Simons. Connects on the foul line jumper. He's got 17.
Smart play by Simons. He sees the mid-range opening and takes it.
Here's Murphy. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's New Orleans sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've kept their concentration on limiting Damian Lillard, and it's been working. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
Piče, spadlo to. God damn it, prečo to spadlo? Mal som geniálny zápas. Tá kokotina spadla. Či to ukladá v zápase do piče. Neukladá do piče.
Honestly, this is a lot closer than I thought.
Damn.
I'm very impressed, Danny.
And we talk a lot about momentum heading into the postseason, but then you see teams resting their players, willing to take a few losses.
Well, BA, the reason why is you have veteran stars who know how to win in the playoffs. Health tends to be your #1 concern for those guys. But for young upstarts, momentum can make the difference, especially in that first series.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. Zion and Valanciunas playing up front. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Little General in at the point guard position.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots his wide open teammate and feeds him.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Dajte defensive to spadlo.
And how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate and they really understand the game.
That's so true, BA. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Now here's Lillard, a dangerous offensive player. His scoring average stands at almost 30 a game. Clock at 6. There's Simons with a 3 from downtown. And it's Lillard with the 3.
When Lillard gets set up like this, it's more or less over. He knocks down a lot of daggers.
Here's New Orleans now. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Rarely frazzled. They played with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Here's Lillard. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Pass to Thibault. Lillard outside. The 3. Knocks it down. Lillard's got 6.
I mean, a lights-out perimeter shooter. Lillard isn't bashful at looking to fire from downtown.
Here's Little General. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Williamson with the bucket.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Now here's Simons. Coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City. Pass to Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Really?
Action. Get Lillard the ball and let him make it.
Really, Ingram? Fucking really? What the fuck?
Here's Little General. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And you know, another way he impacted the game was forcing turnovers. Really disrupted the offensive floor. And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80%.
Zabijali jak piče ten zápas.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown.
Zamrzla ta kurva do piče, to je neférové, já spěchávám.
Inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Watford's checked in.
Showing what a skilled passer he is. Ingram with the beautiful dime there. You know, Brandon Ingram has turned himself into a dominant 3 or 4 in this league. His versatility has him playing all around the floor.
Now here's Grant. He had 22 in the win against Oklahoma City.
And he really made them pay for every foul. Spent much of his time draining shots from the free throw line.
So it's the Pelicans now, after the basket by Portland. McCollum outside. Valanciunas passes to Ingram. Pass to Williamson. New Orleans needs to hurry, late clock. The shot by Ingram, no good. Well, Smitty asked for Ingram, playing a bigger role.
To je neférové do piče, to je neférové, tento zápas sme vyhrávali, dominovali. Tak kurva zamrzla do piče.
Becoming a real
Ja neviem ani mať jeden štýl do piče. Som nervózny.
He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Murphy.
Ani jeden stil nevijem dať.
Richardson's checked in for Brandon Ingram.
Chodte do piče. To je neférové, tento zápas sme vysoko. Ja to vypnem. Ja som nechce, no piči, čo máme robiť?
Portland leading. So
to je neférové.
right now. Ingram and Zion, the
Dojebane neférové. Tento zápas sme vyhrávali, tak kurva zamrzla do piče.
It's Little General in at the point.
And that's his third foul.
Toto je neférová kurva. Tento zápas sme vysoko dominovali, som 40 bodov.
Sharp. Jones with some nice D. Williamson outside. Inside. Here's Little General. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game. What's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind?
Great ones in this league
Mám C-čko, hodnotenie do piče. Lebo neférová kokotina zamrzla.
For the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Ani jeden styl neviem dať.
Here's Eubanks. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. Pass to Ingram. Over Sharp. And that one's good. Ingram.
Looking silky smooth there. I like watching Brandon Ingram use the mid-range area.
Here's Sharp. And here's Grant. And the Trailblazers call time here.
Let's
To je neférová kokotina. Vysoko sme dominovali, vysoko sme vyhrávali tento zápas.
Critical part of the game. You
Jeb,
have to
musí
be
to zamrznúť.
You have to be able to.
To sú geniálne skóre, geniálne skíly. Geniálne stýly, skóre, všetko. Ľahká výhra do piče, jeb, musí to zamrznúť.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Back to Connaughton. Good. And it's Lillard.
Jeb,
who picks
musí
up
to
the assist.
zamrznúť.
Well, Damian Lillard is such an intelligent playmaker. He sees an opening and dishes the ball.
To the paint. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Takes one from 10 feet. It's good. Lillard's got 10 points.
The handles. The defenders simply can't keep up with Lillard.
Pass to Ingram. Down low. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Portland has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Lillard passes to Connaughton. Back to Lillard. Out left to the wing. Here's Eubanks. Valanciunas covering. Out to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. The three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Thanks. Little General in the last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He contributed 40 points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore, monster production. He was focused, he was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
That's what every player has control of. This level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Going all in, that was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
And when Pelicans fans watch what Ingram has become, it takes the sting out of the Anthony Davis trade, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram has grown into a full-fledged star in New Orleans. I mean, he's a centerpiece for the franchise going forward. Now, looking back, it seems like it was a win-win trade for both teams.
Grant, he's off on that one. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game, Let me have this one. It was so bad to see Damian Lillard, one of the most durable players of the past decade, and there's so much of the 2021-22 season.
And for a player like Lillard, who never missed significant time, an injury like that can pose challenges, Smitty.
But he embraced it, B.A. It was a time to step back, evaluate his game, and get his mind fresh. Sometimes a reset like that can make a great player like Dame even better.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Pass to Ingram. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
This is just a case of Brandon Ingram getting stronger and more able to play through contact.
Here's Sharp. Here's Lillard. They get it back. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Larry Nance picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. Trying their best to catch up. Can't fault their performance from the line, especially this quarter.
Winslow's checked in for Lillard.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
That one falls.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the half.
His 4th foul already, and we're not even at halftime. He'll likely limit his minutes the rest of the way.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 2. And
43.
To je v piči. To je v piči, to zamrznutia kokotov. Prečo to zamrzlo? To nedáva zmysel.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much
Substitution on the court. Pelicans ball starts the second half. Let's hear it.
Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Drew Eubanks out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Good on the shot.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
To je v piči.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And the 3-pointer goes. Lillard's got 15.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Little General. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your 1 throwing it down like that.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Simons outside. Lillard outside. And the dunk by Lillard.
Capable of getting it done from anywhere. Lillard is adept at getting to his spots and finding his rhythm.
Outside Ingram. To the inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Connects from downtown. Lillard's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Some players just need an opportunity to succeed. Take Anthony Simons. With increased playing time during the 2021-22 season, we saw him take off.
Lillard passes to Simons. And here's Grant, covered by Williamson. Thibault against Ingram. Back to Grant. From deep 3-point range. The Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, for Simons during the 21-22 season,
Zion!
injuries open the door.
NBA, not just any injuries. Portland is without Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum most of that season.
Pinche Zion, no
Their
pinche.
scoring went up about 10 points per game.
McCollum outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Ingram. Back to McCollum. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Now is Junis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Love the aggression that Valanciunas showed there. He welcomed the contact inside to get to the line.
Pinche, oborno, skurvanej kurvi.
Watford's checked in for Eubanks. Little comes in for Grant.
Pinche.
Winslow's checked in for Thibault. And it's Sharp in for Simons. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. To the middle. It's tipped. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's good planning and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And the defense is really allowing them too much
Pinche skurvanej z týmto kokotom umileckým.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, BA.
No
And
pinche.
Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the low ball.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Richardson's checked in to the paint. Here's Little General. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Shooting for New Orleans. Number 24. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. 1:21 left in the third quarter. The Pelicans pull it in.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Shots good by the Little General.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Here's Lillard. Murphy pulls it in.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Little General. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
The 3, here's Lillard. Drains the triple. Lillard's got 28.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Here's Little General. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Little General. Tipped.
Mal se Benja.
Now the Blazers moving it up. Lillard with the ball. He's picked up by Jones. Tipped away. Pelicans shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. Pass to Murphy. Here's Little General. With 1 on the clock. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's New Orleans. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment.
Cockers.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Lillard. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. In it forward, it's Ingram and Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Little General in at the one spot. Sinks it from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Ingram. Inside. Here's Little General. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Williamson. Again, the Pelicans good for 2.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Lillard passes to Thibault. Lillard outside. Pass to Thibault. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Eubanks. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Your Trailblazers, Drew Eubanks.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here are the Pelicans now. Outside Ingram. Here's Little General. Oh, rejected by Lillard. Doing his part offensively.
Nearing 30 points in this one. He's been so tough to contain.
Grant's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Pass to Valanciunas. Now McCollum. He's covered by Simons. Now here's Valanciunas. Down low. Shot's good by the Little General. Give him 39.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Lillard against Valanciunas. Lillard can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. With the fadeaway. Oh, deflected. McCollum on the wing, covered by Thibault. Pass to Little General. Ingram with the ball. Lets it fly. Kept alive. Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Here's Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Oh, rejected by Lillard. Pass to Simons. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
And the Pelicans call time here.
You talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers, I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason.
New Orleans ball starts the 4th and final
4th quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. McCollum outside.
For your Blazers defense.
Pass to Ingram.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
McCollum against Simons.
Som nervózny, zvázilo, stojíte na piču.
Trailblazers on the break. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Not going to go that time. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a 2nd-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way. Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Timeout called. The Blazers. They're behind by 14. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Grant, when you see players make that leap from star to superstar, think about guys like Giannis and Jason Tatum. I mean, what is that step like? You did it.
What's interesting, you come into the league and you have success right away, but at some point, everything just clicks. It could be year 4, year 5, year 6, usually in that window where now you figure things out and now you take that next step and become elite. Now, BA, I'm hoping that things start to click with me and my golf game. It's been about 4 or 5 years there, too.
Superstar status is not in the cards for you on the golf course.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pelicans.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And it seems like these guys are never satisfied, always hungry for more. They pushed themselves to their 66th win for the year.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And what a huge performance it was for Little General.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Here's Little General. Soft touch off the glass.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.
Bože, to bol depresívny zápas. To bol depresívny zápas. Máme kam dát ten badge. Jsem. Dovbol pesto. Musíme zvolit interceptora potom. Nič, zoveme ankle breaker. A to sú finishnutý. To tiež. Toto bude zložité. Nič. Budeš čakať ďalej. Holy shit, Curry. 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 Curry, fucking hell. A dobre, že je zranený. Chvála Bohu. Chvála Bohu, nemajú Curryho. 4 až 6 týždňov. Chvála Pánu. Bez Curryho nie sú taký nebezpečný. Chvála Pánu. Chvála Pánu, nemajú Curryho. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. Chvála Pánu. $39 games winning streak. What the fuck? Chvála Pánu, nemajú Curryho. Holy shit. Toto je depresívne. Kde sú tieto animácie? Prečo ich nepoužívam? Depresívne. Predtým to fungovalo. Tieto animácie... To je v piči. To je dáva zmysel. To nedáva zmysel. Strašne depresívne. To To je depresívne. To je depresívne. To je depresívne. To je depresívne. Že nepoužívam tie animácie. Celé by išlo do riti kvôli tomu. Nevidíš to, koľko toho nemá animácie, kde sa závesia nikto. Všetci majú rovnaké animácie ako to je v prdeli. Ale to kokotí mi nefungujú. Keby som kúpil tohto Basic 200s. To je kokotina. Keby som kúpil toto, ani to nebude používať. Ja to nechápem, to nedáva zmysel. Aj toto by nepoužíval. Žiadna z týchto animácií nefunguje, to je kokotina. To je kokotina. Nefungovali mi aj tieto. Prečo? No, kokotina. Ale to strašne depresívne. Kvôli týmto animáciám, toto je jediný dôvod, kvôli čomu zapínam NBA. A nefungujú. A nefungujú, samozrejme. Ani žiadna z týchto kokotín nefunguje. Nedáva zmysel. Nedáva to zmysel, je to depresívne. Nedáva to zmysel, je to depresívne. To má sa depresívne. Strašne depresívne. Owen sa zranil. Owen skončil na celú sezónu. Čau. Curry 4-6 týždňov. To nám pomôže v tom zápase. Takže to tiež o tohto imbecila sa starať, Kriste Páne. O tohto imbecila sa starať, ty kokos. To je najväčšie. On vôbec nedankuje. On vôbec nedankuje, on má dank 34. What? Curry je nulový dunker. Som nevedel. Ani kam loptu nevie. To je čistá ofenzívna mašina toto. A preto sa mi cez nich dobre dávajú inside, pretože nemajú veľké bloky, nemajú veľké interior defense, to znamená, ak zaútočím na kôš, cez týchto point guardov ako Curry, tak veľmi ťažko to zablokujú. Ale je to dobré. Ten zápas mohol byť lepší, zamrzla tá kokotina. A ja som v pohode. Teraz sa zvýšil defenzíva. No nič. Tie dánky sú depresívne, zajtra to bude smrdieť jak diel. Vôbec na to neteším, na tú kokotinu. Už teraz to bolo depresívne, mal som geniálny zápas a tá sračka zamrzla. Skoro sme prehrali ten zápas. Skôrený Lillard. Depresívne strašne. No nič.